Akorede Kesha, Federal Controller Works Lagos, joins us on the show this morning to talk us through what's going on with, I said, our beloved third Mainland Bridge. Good morning, welcome to the Morning Break.
Good morning.
I don't know if you get that sense with the kind of comments and criticism you're getting. Maybe you also see that Nigerians or Lagosians particularly love their third Mainland Bridge and they can't wait for this work to be done. So there are questions about, is work really ongoing there? How long will this work take? But before we get into that one, we saw a very interesting video about 2-3 weeks ago. There was some slaughtering of some animals actually on the third Mainland Bridge. And a lot of people had to check again, is this the same third Mainland Bridge? And I don't know if you've seen that video, but just maybe give us an insight as to what exactly played out, just to clear the air for a lot of people who ask questions.
Good morning once again. I actually saw the video and it was very embarrassing. Even the Honorable Minister's attention was drawn to it, and we had to summon the Chinese. And they said it's a prayer for them, that they are trying to pray to their God when they want to start such delicate job. They consider walking on the bridge, on top of water, inside water, as very delicate. So they said they had to pray to their God for guidance and direction before they could go ahead. But we told them they've embarrassed the nation, and they wrote an apology that it was unintentional, that it was just their own way of doing their thing. It's not about us, it's about them. We've given them the job. They had to devise a way of being safe, of being... They think if they don't do that, maybe the water spirits may attack them. So it's appeasing their gods. But they apologize and going forward.
But Mrs. Kesha, this is not customary. Were they acting on counsel from older engineering companies who have been doing construction work in Nigeria, who, according to legend, always go the same route, such that they are protected from the spirits while they do their job?
It's customary of most of those international companies. I must state it here. That's what they do. If you don't know Jesus and you don't know Muhammad, you must know something. You understand? That's what they do. Even the bigger companies too, especially when they are working across the rivers. They do that. It's just that this time around, they came public. You understand? And because Third Mainland being what it is, you understand, it's in the eye of the public. That's why it caught the attention.
So it could have been done privately?
It could have been done privately. Like I would have worshipped my God now before I came here. You wouldn't have known.
So does the work they're about to do require that level of sacrifice?
It was shocking.
Because the reason I asked that question is, usually when we hear these things, we hear when maybe they're about to do a fresh construction across a river. This is more like a rehabilitation kind of work. That's, for instance, the Fourth Mainland Bridge that the Lagos State government is talking about. Some persons may expect them to do that because this is the first time you're crossing that river with that level of work in that area. But this is, Third Mainland has been there for God knows how, for many years. So wondering, the work they're about to do or they are doing, does it require that level of sacrifice?
Do you know that some people have phobia? They can't drive over Third Mainland Bridge. I have friends who can drive Ikeja. You understand? But once they are connecting the mainland to the island through Third Mainland, they can't. They have phobia for water and heights. So it doesn't matter. If they pass Third Mainland Bridge 20 times, they will still do the same. So I think to them, because they are walking over the water, they just feel, they said that's customary of them to do that, to appease their God.
Right, I wonder if the apology means it will not happen again.
No, it won't happen again. We told them.
Right.
We are not against if they want to do, just like I said, I worshipped my God before I came here. You don't know the kind of God I worshipped, but fortunately I worshipped Jesus. You understand? But I did that in my room. I didn't have to come and do it here. So if they believe in that, you know, you can't force people to believe in your own religion. They should do it outside the public glare. That's what we said. But it's not something to...
For me, I'm wondering how that level of pre-construction work, so to speak, was carried out without your knowledge, since you're the official supervising it on behalf of the federal government.
What concerns myself and them is the work and how to do it. You understand? Just like the ministry has given me the responsibility of overseeing all the federal routes in Lagos. So how I go about it, it's my own. They think I have capacity. And then where I think I need help, maybe I'll consult police, I'll consult LASMA. I don't have to tell the headquarters. You understand? All they want to see is results.
So let's talk about that.
They didn't have to consult me for their spiritual aspects. They just consulted for the physical and things that had to do with the job, the execution of the job.
So let's talk about that execution. Lots of questions. I don't know how many messages and calls you have received about the Third Mainland Bridge and the work going on there. So tell us, how is work proceeding on the Third Mainland Bridge? The question is more like, when will this be done? But let's just build up to that. How much work has been done? How close are we to getting our Third Mainland Bridge back?
I'm glad to announce to you that work is actually going on well on Third Mainland Bridge, as planned, as pre-planned. Glad to announce to you that we receive a lot of encouraging calls. And people pass Third Mainland Bridge, and then most times they say, I just passed that place. People are working, well done. I can see it will be delivered within the time frame. And then they say again, the traffic management this time around is awesome. It's something people are proud of. Everywhere is quiet. There's no chaos. There's no gridlock, so to say. So work is going on as expected and as planned, and we will deliver even before time. The Honorable Minister is pushing us to deliver before time.
What's the definition of before time?
I came here to say the first phase will be about 6-7 weeks.
Yeah.
And I said, give or take, by the end of February, we will leave the first phase. That's the Lagos Island bound. And we're going to do that. We're going to deliver before the end of February. Before the end of February, the contractor's capacity is laying about half a kilometer every day. Half a kilometer every day, and that bridge is just about 10 kilometers.
And those are images we're seeing of the Third Mainland Bridge and the work going on. And you talk about traffic management, which is a major part of this conversation. It still closes for inward bound island by 12 noon.
Yes.
And then outward opens at that time all the way to 12:1, all the way to midnight again.
Yes.
If I'm correct, and then the cycle continues.
Yes, continues, yeah.
Well, there's a lot to talk about, but we're still looking at these particular pictures from the Third Mainland Bridge. For those of you who are wondering what exactly it is. So let's come back to you, madam, the issue of this traffic management, because that is actually where the challenge is. No matter how it is managed, people still have concerns about the situation. So what are those concerns you've noticed and you've heard and you're addressing specifically? Because the volume of traffic on Third Mainland Bridge is quite huge, one of the heaviest in the country. So I don't know how excellent though. I haven't gone through this bridge since this construction started, so I can't speak for a fact. I'm wondering, what have you noticed that, okay, we need to fix quite early to be able to meet up and make life easy for commuters?
The first week we started, the openings we did at Yanoworo, the point of diversion, we made it as wide as 30 meters. The bridge deck itself is about 14 meters. So we said if 14 is emptying into 30, you understand? So the maneuvering will be very easy. So we did that, and then to come out at Adeniji, because of the constraints around the junction there, we're able to get around 22 or so. But I went there to do the on-the-spot assessment, and I saw that we could do better. Coming out of Adeniji was a bit slow.
Okay.
Because they need to ramp up, then come down. Then we've devised a means of overcoming the challenges. We had to break those barriers again. At least we could get about 25 meters opening. So 14 meters opening into 25. You can see that I make it very easy. And that's why you see the traffic moving. It's not stagnant. And most mornings I pass there and I try to make the LASMA and the road safety and police do their work the way it's supposed to be done.
So okay, before Bukola comes in, I want you to reiterate that, because as I said, I have not got, in fact, I was supposed to go to the island on Friday. I couldn't go.
Feel free. No, it's moving.
Because of all of that.
No, it's moving.
So just to reiterate, because I still see people having a challenge remembering. For some reason, like me, some people have not gone to the island, or people from the island have not come to the mainland. So I know Kayode had asked you that question, but maybe for emphasis before Bukola asks a question. When is it opening? When is it closing?
Okay. Yanoworo, if you're going to the island, you can go from 12 midnight to 12 noon. 12 midnight
to 12 noon, you're heading to the island.
If you're heading to the island,
it's free.
It's free. All the access.
That means the other side is closed.
Antony, Bagada, Bariga, Oworo, all those small.
From Bega down.
From Bega down, it's free from 12 midnight.
Okay.
The police are wonderful. They're cooperating with us. By 11, you see them at that Oworo junction. That's Bagada junction. At that intersection, you see them there. So, and just waiting for 12 o'clock in conjunction with the contractor and the officials of the Federal Ministry of Works. By 12 on the dot, midnight, we block it.
In the afternoon?
That's midnight.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Then we leave it till 12 noon. Like now, the traffic is moving there. Okay. But once it's 12 noon, they block it again.
Oh, okay.
And then when we block it, you see stream of vehicles caught in that diversion. So we wait until the last person is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes by 12:15 is gone, sometimes by 12:30 is gone, depending on the volume. Sometimes by 12:45 it is gone. Then we just open the island for them to come into the mainland.
But sadly, at that time is not when there is really pressure, for people who want to move to the island, particularly from the mainland. It's in the evening, from about 4 to about 6, 8, and 9. That's when people really want to travel. But
really?
Yeah.
It's in the morning that people want to go to the island.
People go to the island in the morning, come back.
Okay, particularly for Bukola.
Well, at that time, people want to move to the island.
Yeah.
So there's pressure on the alternative routes. So as a result, I'd like you to talk to us about the slow pace of work, perceived slow pace of work, and when it will be done. And in addition, if you will address, concerns about additional manpower to manage traffic, particularly during the pressure periods when people are traveling.
The alternative routes are free. There's been instances that I just drive through just to see for myself how traffic is moving. Traffic is moving down straight Ikorodu Road to Akpogbo. It's moving. There's no issue at all. Traffic managers, they are there doing their job. And on Third Mainland, there's no issue. And we looked at it that in the morning, people will have gone at least reasonably by 12 noon. People going to the island. That's why we gave that window. And then we said, if you're coming back, there's no need to close it and say till 4. That's when we open it. So if you're coming back, just come back freely. And if you must go to the island, even after that 12, Ikorodu Road is very free. Ikorodu Road is free. To Akpogbo, to Eko Bridge is very free.
Right. So let's wind down on this one. It's a big one. People are still saying they think the pace of work is slow. And we have to bring these concerns up because these are concerns by Nigerians. And they always give examples and say, well, in this climb, I'm sure you've seen some videos, but people saying, well, this is how road construction is done in other climes. This is how it is done and how long it takes. So first, give us a specific date, something to go by. We're not asking for Valentine's Day present, so maybe February 14th might be off. But at least give us a specific date to look forward to and address these concerns about slow pace of work, which a lot of people have said they think is the case.
The work is not slow. It's a very technical work. It's not just work. We've been doing it before. There's a way we've been doing it. And now we say we want to do it differently. This one is not a patching work. It's kind of a reconstruction work. So it has to be slow and steady. And it's not even slow. The contractor is doing half a kilometer every day. The first thing
he did... So you're going to do this down the stretch?
Yeah, and it's about 10 kilometers. That bridge is about 10 kilometers. So it's not just one car, and this long bridge here is 4.5 kilometers. You understand? So that bridge is 10 kilometers. So, and the first work he did when he got to site was first to remove the existing asphalt. And that took a while. When he did that, he started with the expansion joints, which is very technical. It's over water.
Right.
You can't do it anyhow. So it has to be done in a way you understand that it's very technical and in a way that it will not affect the stability of that bridge.
So just
and having done that, he started the asphalt overlay again. And he's laying asphalt. The minimum the contractor lays a day is 30 trucks. And each truck is 30 tons. So, and that covers about 500 meters a day, which is half a kilometer. And you have about 10 kilometers.
I know we
So
could
in
go
the
on
next 20
about
days.
this conversation.
So is it
because
the
of how-
first part that will be done by February, or the
Yes.
entire thing that will be done by April? Because I recall the last time.
thing is the two.
Okay.
They're done by
The two.
April.
So we're doing one bound now.
Okay.
So when we're done, before the end of February, we'll be done. I can't give a specific date, but give or take, third week in February, we should leave that place, and then we'll alternate the traffic. And then
Kind of what I wanted to ask was this caused by wear and tear, or what? Because let's talk about sustainability in a moment, so that we don't come back 2 years from now and they say they have to close Third Mainland Bridge again because work wasn't properly done or something. So how long this work now? How long is it supposed to last that we'll not have to close any of the bounds?
I've said it here before. It's a minimum of 5 years.
Okay.
Minimum of 5 years.
All right.
But we expect it to be more than that because it is comprehensive repairs that we're doing now, not just patchworks or routine maintenance.
Okay, Engineer Lukorede Kesha, I'm sure you can feel the passion that we have by extension.
And she's always ready to answer the question.
Thank you so much. And of course, we'll be following the work as it proceeds. Engineer Lukorede Kesha is Federal Controller of Works, Lagos. Please keep our Third Mainland Bridge safe.
It is very
Well
safe.
fixed.
As we look forward to the fourth.
It's a beloved infrastructure.
All right.
Mr. President is passionate about it. My minister is passionate about it. We are all passionate about
Absolutely.
it. We don't have too many of that. So
Thank you so much. I would have loved to ask about the Fourth Mainland Bridge, but maybe we'll do that another time.
no, that one is for Lagos State
I know,
to answer.
but at least I wonder if there will be a lot of competition. But thank you so much for your time.
Thank you too. Thank you too.
We'll
for
go to
having
break
me.
now. When we return, we're having, yes, our guest.